Association.
Round one continues with a refreshing surge. The Jazz have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the Thunder? Round one of the NBA playoffs continues.
Tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at small forward. And for Utah, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Colin Sexton is out there with Anthony. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3 slot. Look at Utah. Well, they stole one on the road, and that was their...
It's about the speed of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets in there before the defense can react.
Here's Anthony. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The drive by Anthony. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. Anthony with it. Williams picks him up. Outside Collins. Anthony looking it over. Here he goes. And it's Anthony with the jam. I'll bet you go.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Kessler a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. They now take the lead. Anthony's got knocked by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein finds Williams. Excellent D there from Anthony.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Takes it off the glass. 11 points in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Taking a look at the Thunder. Isaiah Joe is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Wiggins roaming the paint.
At the line for Utah, Jordan Clarkson. Shooting.
What's up?
1.
That victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And Anthony gets it to go.
And hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in.
Anthony against Caruso. Collins, a screen on Caruso. Anthony, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And the foul on Big Smooth. That'll be his second foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Isaiah Joe comes in. Sexton. The Jazz working the ball around now. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Yeah, I mean,
as we reach halftime, Oklahoma City out in front as they end the second quarter with a massive 16-5 run. Going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And, you know, that usually leads to a high field goal percentage.
Ability to answer right back.
The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Anthony is out there with Sexton. And it sends the ball in at the small. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Defensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
Collins, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Nailed from three-point land. Now tonight. Anthony drives in, and good that time. Anthony's got the first. And here is Anthony. Kicks it out to Collins. Jazz passing it around. Beyond the arc. And that drops in from beyond the arc. Three-pointer from Anthony. Anthony down low. He's against Wiggins. Shot's good by Anthony. And Mark Dagnall calls timeout. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear.
Get it to go. To tie it up. Here's Kessler. He nails it. And we're tied up.
Wow, Walker Kessler with some big-time confidence.
Here's Anthony. He takes it in. Count that one. We've got 1:13 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And so it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of the series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals.
Round 1 continues with a refreshing surge. The Utah Jazz have a battle ahead. Can they even the series at 2 games apiece? They know they can win, and now must rise to the occasion with millions of fans looking on as they square off against the Thunder. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continue.
Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And for the Jazz, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Anthony is out there with Clarkson. And it sends the ball in at the 3, the small forward. Take a look at the Jazz. Greg, no doubt, this
Be knotted up.
I think you've nailed it. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Pass to Kessler. Anthony on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And that one's good, Anthony. And even for Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 from Anthony. Falls through. He's now made by 2. Thursday's loss was a disappointment.
I'm going for 60.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
Yeah, and it can be different. Hey, Kevin. Well, Big Smooth in that last outing against Oklahoma City was all business. He ended up with 43 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in for
4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Here's Collins. Sinks that one from the post.
Yeah, tough nose got it.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here in the first quarter. Here's the screen. Oh, and the jam. Fires from way outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter.
Of those.
Clarkson with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pull up Jay. And he gets that one to go off the front. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Anthony drives in, and it's Anthony slamming it down.
And one.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship
And one.
is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. The Jazz shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein.
Getting dunked on, then subbed out. That's a hurt piece.
For Wiggins. Outside Anthony. With the drive. And it's in there. Anthony's got 7 points for the quarter. They push it up 4-on-3. Clarkson surveying the floor. And here's Anthony from the arc. Connects from three-point range.
Good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Russell kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Anthony. Martin with a screen on George. The three from Anthony. And the Jazz, another three.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Gotta like what we've seen from Big Smooth and what he's done in this game so far.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
They've led by as much as 10.
And still, he scored.
What?
They could use just a little bit of help from him.
Out to Anthony. Jacks up a three. And Utah another from in close. And so we conclude the first half. Jazz lead by 9. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Baby, and you know I know all the flavors of gravy. Movement, finding good looks, and shooting the ball at a high clip.
Yeah, beautiful execution at the offensive end. They're in firm control of this game from that standpoint, guys.
How many kinds of gravy are there?
There's barbecue, there's pineapple, there's orange.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Collins a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Sensabaugh. Nailed from three-point land.
That's a dozen. And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 31. Clarkson, that's in there. Anthony with the assist. Clarkson, Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Knocks it loose. Taken away by Anthony. Here's Russell. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, low. Yeah, low.
Added strength to his
Yeah, low.
through contact there. Drop foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Utah making a change here. Martin's checked in.
Stop playing with us like that. We right at them.
Still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
My fault, Lo.
Back to Russell. There's the three. Drops in the tray.
Yeah,
Russell's got 6 points.
yeah, Lo.
Anthony against Wiggins. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Hendricks, good.
Snapping on them niggas. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
Which shows you're able to attack the rim from
Yeah, shit, nigga.
And it's out of
Yeah,
bounds,
shit,
so
nigga.
City able to retain
Yeah.
possession.
Yeah.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Well, they didn't make it this far.
Hartenstein. Isaiah Joe comes in for George. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Utah has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And here's Anthony for three. A three-pointer. Utah up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
I hit Hartenstein up, bro. Oh my goodness. With the tween.
In for Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. So the Thunder 5 right now. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren.
Flow game.
Collins, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony with the bucket.
See, now that layup isn't costing.
To tie it up. No good that time. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
They chant MVP when I shoot a free throw. No, I'm really an MVP though. This John cracking.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. So he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. Two-possession game.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
Looking for a quick shot.
Talked to his team. Now, he told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the
And I got the stop.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Yeah.
They're trailing by 6. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if...
Ooh.
Williams gets the bucket.
Let me go hit that one.
And so it's Utah with the win. This was a crucial game for him, tying up the series.
Oh, he stole Shea.
A huge accomplishment.
And this series, I think, hinged on who picked up Game 4, Kevin. I mean, now it's a 3-game series, and anything can happen.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals.